between the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready, break.
50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Get.
First carry for Darius Geis. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it official.
At the 23-yard line.
Ready.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's Geis on the counter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They'll set up to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 46 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready,
3
ready.
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Speed dribble.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 22.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
You ain't got nothing.
Ready, ready.
3rd and 2. Lott's going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Lock it.
Check 43.
Get it.
They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 4-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Mike 57. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Go.
Lott going to try and throw on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
On the ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26.
Leo. Charlie. Let's go.
Now back to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Check back, check back.
Check go.
They'll drop the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 59 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that saves. Over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Here we go.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 46.
Ready.
A give right side now to Hunt. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 43-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Lock off a play action. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Locke going to bring the offense up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Locke now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Lock. That one into the hands of Hamilton.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Got it.
59 mark. Check, 59. Here we go, team. Here I come.
Hey, foxtrot. Hit it.
On play action, Lock. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A toss play to Hunt. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun on third down, Lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
Yes, sir.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards as the Bears push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bound to lose one.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
50's the mic. Check, 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 check. Check, check.
Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. 10-2 start.
Focus, defense, focus.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Ellington. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
On first down, Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Look at me. Go.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton as the first half is winding down as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
My 55, my 55.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys. We're right there, just not playing as well as we... need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
On the ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Ready.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Lock now, 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Lock now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Off to Geis on the screen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin with Michel on the ground. A little juke. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. To throw it is Locke. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Ready?
Clock will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack.
Here we go.
But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Get it.
On third and long, it's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on second down. Locke. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
59 Mike, check.
Look, squeeze. Hit it.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
He's out.
From the gun, it's Locke. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
It's our field.
X3, 218, chopper.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Ready?
50. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Don't get nervous.
Joker.
Hey, orbit. Snap.
2nd and 2. It fights him off.
You ain't going nowhere.
But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Taco Charlton. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. T.Y. Hilton, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This is caught by Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's complete to Robinson. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Zipper. 6-6. Pull it hard. 55. Get it.
Lock to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
50,
Marcus 59. Marcus 59.
2.
Back to throw. He's got it to Hilton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Blue draw Corker.
He can run for it, and he will. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
To throw is locked. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Score. Protein spill. Hey, Delta. Hey, rock it now.
They'll go for it. It's locked. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Ready, break.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.